Hi guys, my name is Niyati and welcome to this Chegg video tutorial. I'm a tutor here on Chegg Tutors and I mostly tutor biology and medicine related topics. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about Guillain-Barré Syndrome or GBS. So basically, in this video, I'm just going to tell you what GBS is and give you an intro to it. So GBS, Guillain-Barré Syndrome, is basically a type of autoimmune ascending inflammatory polyneuropathy. So I know that's kind of a mouthful, but let's break that down. So basically, what this means is this is a type of a disease affecting your peripheral nerves. It affects the peripheral nervous system, and what happens is because of autoimmune destruction of a certain part of the nerve, it leads to weakness and paralysis. So and it happens acutely. So this happens usually following certain other infections, which I'll tell you about. So GBS is acute ascending inflammatory polyneuropathy. So basically that means it's affecting a number of different nerves. And what happens is that there are antibodies produced against the myelin sheath of the peripheral nerves. So the antibodies destroy the myelin sheath around the peripheral nerves, and this leads to loss of insulation on the peripheral nerves. And this is what leads to the symptoms of weakness and paralysis of the limbs. And the reason it's called acute ascending is because it starts from the feet and moves upwards. So I'll speak more about that when I go on to the signs and symptoms of GBS. But first of all, what I want to emphasize here is that this condition mostly only affects the peripheral nervous system. Like I've written here, there is no CNS involvement. There is no involvement of the central nervous system. But in another disease called multiple sclerosis, MS, in that condition, you have a similar pathology happening, except it happens in the nerves of the central nervous system and not the peripheral nervous system. So it's the same kind of demyelination happening, except when it happens in the peripheral nervous system, you get GBS, and when it happens in the central nervous system, a similar pathology, that happens in multiple sclerosis. So this is just kind of a point to help you remember that difference. And a lot of the times, GBS occurs after some triggering infection. So a lot of the times it's associated with other infections like with Campylobacter jejuni and certain viral infections like EBV, which is Epstein-Barr virus, CMV, which is cytomegalovirus, and HIV virus. So these are certain other infections that the patient might have had a history of before he came in with complaints of having weakness and paralysis. So these are certain other infections that you would look for when taking a history, because these are often associated with development of GBS. So Campylobacter jejuni, EBV, CMV, and HIV. So this is basically just to give you an intro about what Guillain-Barré GBS is. Basically an autoimmune destruction of peripheral nerve myelin sheath. And in my next video, I'll talk to you about the clinical presentation and the signs and symptoms of GBS. So I hope you enjoyed this video. The link to my Chegg Tutor profile is down below if you have any more questions. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye!